The 1976 Skiffcraft X260. While you might see project versions pop up for $5,000 to $7,000, expect to pay more for a well-kept example. This boat is a time capsule of handsome, practical 1970s design. Skiffcraft, an Ohio builder, was famous for its lapstrake hulls. That's what gives the sides their distinctive, overlapping plank look. But here's the clever part. While many builders used wood, Skiffcraft used a fiberglass hull but kept tons of beautiful mahogany for the trim, transom, and superstructure. You get that classic look without the nightmare maintenance of an all-wood boat. The X260 is a 26-foot flybridge cruiser, which is a rare find in this size and price range. That flybridge gives you a commanding view for docking and navigating, and it creates a fantastic second social space, separate from the main cockpit. It's a feature you usually only find on much bigger, more expensive yachts. Inside, the layout is simple and smart. You've got a V-berth up front, a small galley, and a head. It's not a palace, but it's everything you need for a weekend getaway, often trimmed with gorgeous mahogany that gives it a warmth modern boats just can't replicate. One of the biggest pluses of the Skiffcraft is its simplicity. These usually ran on a single inboard V8 engine. Now, a single screw can be a little trickier when you're learning to dock, but it literally cuts your maintenance and fuel costs in half compared to a twin-engine boat. The systems are straightforward, making them easy for a hands-on owner to learn and maintain. The 1986 Carver Montego 2757. You might find a project version for as little as $6,000, which is a testament to the enduring quality and brilliant design of these yachts. The Montego line was a huge hit for Carver, blending big cruiser features into a smaller, more affordable package. The 2757 is a great mid-cabin express cruiser, but with a twist. Many were flybridge models, giving you that awesome upper helm station in addition to the lower cockpit. This dual station layout is a premium feature that gives the boat incredible versatility and a big boat feel. The 10-foot beam creates a stable platform and a surprisingly roomy interior. Owners consistently praise its stability and confident handling. Down below, the Carver design philosophy is on full display. The layout is huge for a 27-foot boat, featuring a V-berth that converts from a dinette, a practical galley, and a generous aft stateroom that's a truly private sleeping space. For a boat of its age and size, the amount of living space is phenomenal, making it perfect for families or cruising with another couple. These boats are known for being sturdy. They do have wood in the transom and stringers, but it's encapsulated in fiberglass. A thorough survey is essential to check for moisture, but a dry boat is a solid find. The Montego was often powered by twin Mercruiser 4.3-liter V6 engines. The V6 package gives a great balance of reliability and performance, and the twin engines make docking way easier than a single-engine boat, a huge confidence booster for new captains. The 1997 Rinker Fiesta V. Specifically, models around the 28-foot mark. You might see project boats listed for as low as $7,500 to $12,000, but expect to pay closer to $20,000 or more for a turnkey example. Rinker built a reputation for solid, no-nonsense family cruisers that deliver incredible value. And the Fiesta V line from the late 90s is the sweet spot. The Fiesta V280 offers an incredible amount of space for the money. With a 10-foot beam, the cabin feels wide and comfortable. Rinker packed in everything you need for cruising: a forward V-berth, a convertible dinette, a full galley, a private head, and a big aft cabin for guests or kids. This is a layout that a family can comfortably live on for a weekend or even a week-long vacation. The cockpit is just as generous, with tons of seating for entertaining a crowd. One of Rinker's strengths is solid, straightforward construction. They might not have the fancy frills of premium brands, but the bones of the boat, the hull, deck, and stringers, are typically tough. They were often powered by a single big block V8 from Mercruiser, like the 7.4-liter, or sometimes twin V6s. A single engine keeps maintenance simple and costs down, while twins give you much better control around the dock. When you're looking at a Fiesta V, pay close attention to a few things. Like any 90s cruiser, the condition of the canvas and upholstery is a huge deal. Replacing a full camper canvas can easily be a five-figure expense, so a boat with newer canvas is a massive plus. The interior will likely show its age, so be ready for some cosmetic work. The 1995 Carver 280 Mid-Cabin Express. It's stunning, but you can see project boats listed for between $6,000 and $10,000. For a well-built 28-footer from the mid-90s, that's an incredible starting point, with nice ones selling for more. Carver has a reputation for building boats from the inside out, and the 280 Express is a masterclass in that philosophy. The cabin is the star of the show. With a wide 9 feet 6 inches beam, the interior feels bright, open, and way bigger than you'd expect. Carver fit a full V-berth forward, a galley, a dinette, an enclosed head with a shower, and a private aft cabin with a double bed. There's a huge amount of storage, making it a truly livable space for extended trips. This isn't just a weekender, it's a legitimate family vacation machine. What's great about Carver's construction from this era is the build quality. The hull is solid fiberglass below the waterline, nearly 2 inches thick at the keel. The stringers, the boat's backbone, are super strong. The incredible 1987 Carver 36 Mariner. It seems impossible, but project versions of this 36-foot yacht can be found for as low as $6,000. Let's be very clear. For $6,000, you are buying a massive project that needs everything. More realistic market prices for running examples are in the $20,000 to $40,000 plus range. But for a boat that offers the living space of a small apartment, that is the definition of getting on the water for pennies on the dollar. The Carver Mariner is famous, or infamous, for its unique design. It gets rid of side decks and carries the cabin out to the full width of the boat. This creates a single-level interior that is absolutely enormous. The salon, galley, and head are all on one level, feeling more like a much larger motor yacht. The Mariner's other defining feature is its bridge. It's massive, with tons of seating, a wet bar, and room for a table, the ultimate party platform. It's a design that prioritizes living space above all else. The 36 Mariner from the late 80s often came as an aft cabin model, which takes the livability to another level. These feature 2 private staterooms, a V-berth forward and a large master stateroom in the back, often with its own private head. We're talking about the 1986 CAL-22, a small but mighty sailboat that can be found for around $6,000, often with a trailer included. The CAL brand, and specifically the designs of naval architect Bill Lapworth, are legendary in the sailing world. They were known for boats that were not only fast, but also incredibly well-built and seaworthy, and the CAL-22 is a fantastic example. Now, don't confuse this with the much more common Catalina 22. While they're both 22-footers, the CAL-22 has a more modern hull design, a more efficient keel, and a great sail plan. Owners will tell you the boat is surprisingly quick and points high into the wind, often outsailing larger, more expensive boats. It gets going in the lightest breeze, making it a joy to sail when other boats are stuck motoring home. That performance comes from a design that really prioritizes sailing dynamics. The CAL-22 came in a few keel options, but the fixed-fin keel model is often praised for its stability and performance. Below deck, the accommodations are simple but smart for a boat this size. You'll usually find a V-berth up front and 2/4 berths in the back, perfect for weekend trips for 1 or 2 sailors. It's cozy and minimalist, but it's all you need for a life of adventure under sail. Its small size and simple systems also make it incredibly cheap to maintain and easy to handle. A perfect choice for someone just learning to sail or for an experienced sailor looking to downsize. When you're looking at an 86 CAL-22, the key things to check are the hull-to-deck joint, which can be a source of leaks on older sailboats. Check the standing rigging, the wires holding up the mast. If it's original, it's long overdue for replacement. The 1999 Sea Ray 215 Express Cruiser. Finding a well-cared-for example of this boat in the $6,000 to $9,000 range is an incredible find. The 215 EC packs an amazing amount of boat into a 22-foot package, all wrapped in the quality and style Sea Ray is famous for. What makes the 215 EC so special is its big boat feel. Sea Ray designed this to be a heavy, solid boat for its size, giving it a smooth, confident ride in chop that really surprises people. This isn't a flimsy lake boat. It feels substantial and safe, perfect for big lakes and coastal runs. Inside, the cabin is a masterclass in using space. Unlike many boats this size where the toilet is crammed under a cushion, the 215 EC has a separate, enclosed head. A huge plus for privacy. The cabin has a V-berth that converts to a dinette, a small sink and storage, making it a comfortable overnighter for a couple. The cockpit layout is also exceptionally well done. It often has dual helm seats and a full bench in the back, with plenty of seating for a day trip with friends. One smart design choice was making the engine box a flat, usable space you can actually sit on, which really maximizes the cockpit. By 1999, Sea Ray had its construction dialed in, and these boats generally have solid hulls and a high level of fit and finish. The biggest point of debate around the 215 EC is its power. It came with several engine options, most commonly the 5.0-liter V8. Some owners feel this standard engine makes the heavy hull feel a bit underpowered, especially trying to get on plane with a full load of people and gear. The 1988 Sea Ray 268 Sundancer. You can find project boats on the market for as little as $5,300 to $10,000, which is an incredible bargain for one of the most popular cruisers ever built. Ready-to-go versions in today's market will cost closer to $15,000 or $20,000, but the value is undeniable. The Sundancer name is legendary, and the 268 is a perfect example of why. The 268 Sundancer is 26 feet 8 inches long, and it uses every single inch. Its standout feature is the mid-cabin layout that Sea Ray perfected. By raising the cockpit floor just a bit, they created a spacious aft cabin underneath, offering a private sleeping area separate from the main cabin. The interior volume is simply incredible for a boat this size. Step below and you'll find a V-berth that converts from a dinette, a functional galley with a stove, sink, and fridge, and a surprisingly large head. Between the V-berth and mid-cabin, the boat can comfortably sleep 4 to 6 people. On the water, the 268 is known for being a very stable and capable hull that can handle big water with confidence. It's a testament to its solid construction. The cockpit is designed for cruising and socializing, with a helm seat, a back-to-back lounger, and a rear bench seat. Now, what to look for? The biggest conversation with a 268 is the engine. Many came with a standard V8 that some owners feel is just adequate for this heavy boat. The ones you really want have the big block 7.4-liter V8 engines. They give the boat much better performance, especially when loaded down. Some early big block models were paired with an Alpha 1 outdrive, which was a known weak point. Finding one with the stronger Bravo outdrive is a definite plus. A sea trial is essential. The teak trim on the exterior was a signature of this era, but it needs regular maintenance. And like all boats this age, the upholstery and canvas are key inspection points. But for the savvy buyer, the Sea Ray 268 Sundancer is the pinnacle of affordable cruising. The 2002 Bayliner 2806 Sierra Express. Now, before the boat snobs in the comments start warming up their keyboards, let's get something straight. Bayliner's mission has always been to get more families boating, and the 2806 is mission accomplished. Finding a relatively modern 28-foot express cruiser from the early 2000s with project prices starting around $5,000 to $10,000 is an incredible deal, though market-ready examples will command more. The 2806 is a cabin cruiser built for family fun. Bayliner has always been masters of maximizing interior space, and this boat is a prime example. The layout feels huge for its size, with a V-berth forward, a dinette that converts into another bed, a working galley, and a private mid-cabin tucked under the cockpit floor. That layout lets a family of 4 actually spend a weekend on the water comfortably, which is tough to find at this price. The cockpit is all about socializing, with plenty of seating and room to move around. A key strength of a Bayliner from this era is the modern construction. While you should always have a surveyor check, by 2002, many of the issues with wood cord stringers and transoms that plagued some earlier budget boats were being phased out for more solid fiberglass construction. This means fewer structural headaches to worry about. These boats were usually sold as turnkey packages, often with a single Mercruiser V8 that gives a good mix of performance and reasonable upkeep. Parts are everywhere, and every marine mechanic has worked on them. The 1988 Regal Royal 250. You can find project versions of these classic express cruisers for between $6,000 and $9,000, which is remarkable for a 25-foot boat with such a great reputation. Regal has always hit that sweet spot of quality construction and thoughtful design, and the Royal 250 proves it. The Royal 250 was designed as the perfect pocket cruiser. Its 8-foot beam means it's legally trailerable in many places without special permits, which is a huge advantage for storing it at home and exploring new waters. But don't let its size fool you. This boat has the soul of a much larger vessel. Owners consistently rave about its solid build and smooth, confident ride. This isn't some lightweight that gets tossed around by a little chop. It has that heavy fiberglass feel that gives you confidence when the weather kicks up. Down below, the layout is efficient and feels surprisingly roomy. You get the classic V-berth forward that turns into a dinette, a small galley, and an enclosed head. But the feature that really sets these 80s cruisers apart is the mid-cabin, a separate sleeping area tucked under the helm station. This creates a true 2-zone sleeping arrangement that is almost unheard of in a 25-foot boat. The cockpit is also well designed, usually with a back-to-back lounger seat and more seating at the stern. When you're shopping for a Royal 250, the checklist is pretty common for a boat of this age. Number 1 is the engine. Most were powered by a single 260 horsepower gasoline stern drive. After more than 35 years, an original engine is on borrowed time if it hasn't been babied or rebuilt.